Nigeria is a country of extraordinary cultural production. It is also a country that has, in many domains and for many reasons, treated its own past carelessly. And this is not entirely our fault. Archives cost money. There's also the pace of Nigerian life, which has always demanded that energy go into surviving the present rather than curating it. When you're navigating traffic on Third Mainland Bridge, you are not thinking about what you are failing to preserve. But the cost is real, and one of it is John Chukwu. The first time I heard the name John Chukwu was in an Ali Baba's interview.
I used to be called the resident John Chukwu in school until people then said, no, because I was doing stand-up. I wasn't just an MC. I was doing stand-up comedy. The people who had done that a bit before me were Boma Oroko Sima, Jude Wewe. There was John Chukwu, of course. And all of these people did MC and stand-up in partial ways.
After watching that interview, I stayed with the details. I started searching the name. John Chukwu was born in 1947 in what is now Edo State, although he's originally from Enugu State. He arrived in Lagos as a young man with, as one person who knew him wrote, no kobo in his pocket. He worked first in the library at King's College before joining radio. He became a presenter on Join the Bandwagon on Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria in Ikoyi. He also did films, moved into films. He was in Ola Balogun's Amadi, so many others. He anchored the Barbie show on NTA Channel 10. He would eventually publish a novel, and he also ran a newspaper called Mailbag. It was a big deal during his time. A big deal. Report says that he was taken to the United States by one Sam Obado. A day he performed with Bill Cosby, one of the biggest American comedians of the 1980s. He also started a club at number 98 Obafemi Awolowo Way in Ikeja. The name was Class Night Club. One account described the club as the last bus stop for fun-loving Lagosians and the people of class at that time. I went to Awolowo Way to find that building that the club was on. It is now occupied by different traders. And I asked people nearby whether they know the name John Chukwu. I described him, comedian, MC, ran a club at this address. The responses I received were kind. Nobody knew him. In 1990, John Chukwu fell ill. Efforts were made to save him by both Ibrahim Babangida and MK Abiola. But neither of their efforts could change the outcome. He died. And when he died, his body was flown from Lagos to Enugu on a presidential Hercules aircraft. The government of the day arranged his final journey as a recognition that he had occupied a rare place in the national imagination. But about 30 years after his death, only one video of him is available on the internet.
A little kid went to school and said to the teacher, "Sir, I found that go to heaven really. Did you know that? I also found out that people go to heaven with their legs up. How did you find out that?" So last night, I was in my house, and my father, we had no clothes on. I was holding on my father, I was holding on my mother, and suddenly my little mother took her legs and said, "Oh Lord, I'm coming."
That is all we have. No albums, no full-length recording of a stand-up set. If recordings exist somewhere, they are not in any archive I could reach. But Chukwu's name survives in articles, in the recollection of those old enough to have been there, in a very brief Wikipedia page. But what we have is too brief to give us a clear picture of him. And I keep returning to that building at 98 Awolowo Way. I know that somewhere inside that building, there's a residue of something. And I also know that one day, someone younger than me, born after me, will arrive at the name John Chukwu the way I did, and they will ask the same question that I asked. Who is this man? The answer will be the same then as it is now, because we assume that the story will hold itself together without our help. It did not. It never does.